the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. There he goes, left side. He may go. Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point. And it is up and going. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Watson, off play action. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this being a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
97 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Colts at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, man. Let's make a play here. Oh, no, I can't do this.
picturesque way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep is Boston Scott. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Richardson to throw off play action. Flush to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's 2 really good stops in a row, back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked in to what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this one. And down he goes! They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Watson now on second down, escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down to now before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, He definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trouble trying the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. Watson on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
York able to send this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That one tossed left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Chubb running right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running left, Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They go play action with Richardson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point. The game is up and good. That gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running for it, here's Chubb. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now Watson going to change the look here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. A timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries.
Let's have a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Richardson off the play fake. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. K.J. Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jakeem Grant. He might take this all the way. He will take this down. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. Chubb on the counter. Shoves him away. Shoves past another. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Watson. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. York able to send this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Richardson going to change the play here. First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Focus, boys, focus! Showtime! It's on! Stay tough, boys, stay tough!
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Richardson. Pass complete to Alec Cox. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Richardson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.